Primetime with Independent Thinker. We're straight from the Visual Love 97. Boy, listen. What it is it's a wet Thursday. It's a wet Thursday. Wet and breezy Thursday. Tonight, we want to continue the conversation in reference to some of the issues that affects this country. The persons spoke to me during the twice of this island and stated that they like to show a reference to the crime solutions and ideas, but they're saying that it's only hot air because persons who are in House Assembly who have the power to do something isn't prepared to make those hard decisions. So before I begin in earnest, I will list my sponsors. This is Primetime with Independent Thinker on Love 97 this Thursday. Our banner sponsor, the Cancer Society of America, that's the former senior folk, the Cancer Society of America. Global Insurance, that's Tina and crew out Sandy Port. Listen, for all your insurance needs, may it be marine, industrial, residential, commercial, health, life, whatever, the motor vehicle, whatever an insurance you need, give Tina and the crew out Sandy Port a call. Guaranteed. They are the insurance experts. Leave it to them. Just tell them what you want and let them fix a package for you. That's Tina and crew out Sandy Port Global Insurance. The number to reach them is 601-0006. That's 601-0006. Nagico Insurance, that's the parent company of Global. They are on Mackey Street. So if you don't want to go way out west, out Sandy Port to Tina and crew, you have Nagico, the main headquarters of Global Insurance. They are the underwriters for Global Insurance. They're right on Mackey Street next to the Salvation Army. When you come from the bridge or you cross Shirley Street and you're on your left after you pass the government archive building there, you'll see the Salvation Army, and right next to them on the next side of the corner is Nagico Insurance. The prettiest green and white building on the block there on Mackey Street. When you're coming from the foot of the bridge, Paradise Island Bridge, coming up, headed south, you will see them on their left-hand side. For all your insurance needs, Rasta Green's names on Nassau Street, listen, treat yourself this weekend for a nice salmon or snapper with salad, salmon with salad, some Rasta Rooney. Listen, eat healthy, because listen, plenty of persons are now realizing that their health is based on what they eat. I mean, I hope it's not too late, but then, start eating healthy, minimize the salt, minimize the sugar intake, minimize the fat and fried food, and I guarantee you'll feel a little different. Guaranteed, you'll feel much better as times go on. Because you'll be getting to avoid hypertension, diabetes, and all those other stuff that comes along with plenty sugar, that comes with plenty salt, pressure, and stuff like that. So eat healthy, visit Rasta Greens and things on Nassau Street, and guarantee you a healthy meal will make you feel better. Judy, bread shop for bread from the pan to your hand. Listen, as she bake, persons at the window, you don't believe me, no. Go on East Street, after you pass Benzo Park, the first corner, after you pass Benzo Park, you'll see the line. Persons standing up by the window waiting for the bread to bake. Never seen no place else. As it bake, fresh from the pan to your hand, the bread that melts in your mouth. Vinton's Barber Shop on Infinite Road. Listen, you want a perfect cut? You tired? You like seeing those razor bumps and stuff like that? Take a try at Vincent's Barber Shop on Infinite Road, opposite the Magistrate Court on Nassau Street. The corner opposite the Magistrate Court on Nassau Street. So before you turn the corner, you see the building. It's 2-story green and white building. Visit him, give him a shot. Try Mr. Vinton's at his barber shop, and I guarantee you, the perfect cut that we heard is out on Primetime with Independent Thinker, and try to get a discount on your cause. My name is Marlon Owen Johnson, aka Independent Thinker. Tonight is what's happening in studio tonight. Showtime. Ivan Francis supposed to be in studio tonight. He's supposed to be talking some national issues. He hasn't arrived. Maybe driving slow because of the weather. But plenty things is happening in the country. Things the investors are showing and continuously to show that they have good faith in this new day government. It shows that the stability The stability, politically, financially, stability of this country is sound and solid as a rock. Trust me, because if you go into business pages, you will see where some $275 million is being earmarked to be spent right on Paradise Island again. There's another project. This ain't the one down to the western end. This is the next one down to the southern end. Ocean Club. You know Ocean Club carry you straight to the end. And they willing to spend over $250 million in condominiums and hotel rooms on the golf course there by Ocean Club. So some persons still have, the investors are still showing their confidence and their confidence in their ability to believe that this government and this country is stable, financially, politically, soundly. That's why persons invest their money there. People don't just go invest their money because they got money there. People invest their money because predictions from international agencies like Standard & Poor's, S&P, and Moody's, they are one of the world's two largest and noted rating agencies, and they invest based on stability politically. You know, this is no country where they have riots and burning down parliament, doing this and doing that. So the persons are they are showing confidence in this government. Because you know, last week I stated that the New Day government has boasted that they had paid some $200 million more on the national debt, other than their monthly obligations. They have an extra money, so they pay an extra money down on the debt. That part of that was added on by the former administration, the Free National Movement, and this government is boasting how they put another $200 million on it, and they have paid down the deficit. They have bring down the deficit some 65%. 65% deficit. That's more than half. Deficit has been cut, and the central bank has reported that the country outlook is good, and the economy is continuing to grow. You know, and that is good news. See, you mightn't if you're not a part of, if you never did finance or marketing or anything to do with money, you know, you wouldn't understand it simple like that. But when you see the central bank boasting and they're offering stocks, they're offering, I think, 6% or a 6-year, either 6% or 6-year stock bond where you could buy stock, and at the end of the maturity of the stock, you get great dividends on your money. And plenty of places you see in this country, that's what they do. They take the $2 or $3 million and put it in stocks and bonds, and when the maturity comes, they have extra money, because money don't grow like tree. No mind they say, you know, they always say, and I say money don't grow on tree, but money don't grow like your tree. If you put $1,000 in the bank today, you go there, you might need less than 1,000. Because you know, one time ago, you would have got a little something. I tell you no word lie. You would have got a little something on your money. You know, some years ago, like in 2006, I had put like $250,000 on fix for 6 months with Royal Bank. And they gave me $718 for $250,000. So you know what I did? And that maturity, you can wait that mature. $718. Man, 3 hours with the backhoe digging, you can make $718. 3 hours. And they take 6 months to give you that for $250,000. The backhoe only cost me what? $25,000. So I take $25,000, buy me a backhoe, buy me an excavator for $150,000, buy me 2 dump trucks. You can put them away because the money ain't no good in the bank no more. One time ago, that was years ago. When you put money in the bank, you go to yes, hear it hatchet like egg. Now these days, only place you get money increase. And my personal humble opinion is the credit union. The credit union, to me, is the only bank that, because you yourself is being paid for the money you cost the bank to make. So if you get a loan from the bank, the money you pay, be going right back to your portion of that, be going back to your account. I make sure clear. I said a portion of the money that you pay the credit union come right back to you, because you are the owner. The credit union is not owned by some fellas from Eastern Road or some people from Rifle Key or Albany or no. The credit union is owned by the shareholders are the persons who have accounts there. Persons who have accounts in the bank, who borrow money, who have account there, who save money there, they are the owners. So if you want a small piece of the pie of owning a share in a bank, credit union is the way to go. Go on Howard Road. There are different places, but I like Howard Road because my boy there, Alfred Poitier, he was one of the DNA candidate in the 2012 election. Go down on Howard Road, open up an account. Go on Howard Road and open up an account. Trust me, I did it. I opened up an account there. I ain't got no money, big money on it yet, because I need to make some money. But go and open an account, and you watch the account go. Because all I see in these other foreign-owned banks were owned by these Jamaican companies, Trinidad and Barbadian companies, and these foreign companies. Only thing these banks doing is they finding ways to take your money off. And they take it off small. They ain't gonna take it off $100 back. They take it off. They charge you $6 here, $3 here, $1.50, 40 for every transaction, 40 cents for every transaction. When you turn around, it's past 100. So the benefit for you right now is to take your little couple of dollars you got, carry to the credit union bank. And you must understand that that's the only bank getting you something for your money, number one, other than the central bank when you buy the bonds. The only bank that gives you something for your money. And as the bank make money, you make money. So you can't get it no better than that. It's just that black people in general, they hear you, but they ain't hear you. You know, them other banks, foreign banks, making it convenient for you. They open up all over the place. See, credit union only on our road. That particular credit union. Not only on our road. Right? But the other banks make it convenient. They want on Bay Street, they want this one. Right, they make it convenient for you. But it's no benefit for you. Your benefit will be credit union. Trust me. Try it. You might get all your money in. Because the deposit insurance only allow $50,000. You're covered only for $50,000. So take some of your money and go open up an account, maybe $500, $1,000, and then you watch it. I guarantee you, between now, this time now and next year, this time, God willing, you will move all your money and put it in the credit union. Credit union is stable. It's governed by the central bank, just like other banks. But these foreign banks, listen, for years, they said, I could call off dates, and tabloids would print the profit that these banks make. And listen to me. The payments start the first cents after they fire. Trinidadian, Jamaican, and the Barbadian staff always is the last step to leave the bank. The Bahamians and the Bahamas who pay all these high taxes be the first set to be fired from these foreign banks. I ain't hiding that, man. I'm telling you that. And we pay the lion's share taxes and maybe the highest profit that go back to these banks, these foreign countries is from the Bahamas. When they send them $298 million, right? All that is from your credit card payment. You know, we Bahamians who start from the totem pole, right? We trying to catch up. We end up being attracted to vices that cause us end up in the hole. You know, we're only human, but we starting from the backup. We then at a disadvantage as a result of our position that we are in, and we end up with some extra bills that cause us harder to get ahead. Really black men, especially like very sweetheart and all kind of things. So we have our own problem with causes in our position, but then so be it. These banks just take advantage of us. 298 million they send in, 179 million. And the country they send in the money to, they have to pay tax to let the money come to the head office. In order for the money to be allowed in the country that they send the money to, they have to pay tax. But there ain't been no kind of tax in the Bahamas. None. We don't have a corporate tax law. I see in the papers today where the corporate income tax bill table in house. Law to apply only to large multinationals. I don't want the government even start that. Don't start on this a sectional tax. Tax across the board, bro. Drop the percentage. Trust me. Drop the percentage. Because when you start talking, because you only want some people pay. No. Let everybody pay. That's why you need to eliminate that 100,000 and under exemption from VAT. That don't work because the Chinese ain't paying nothing, in my humble opinion. That's my own opinion. Chinese are ain't paying nothing because they're using plenty stores with the same name. So how would you know the tax that's what they make it? Right. Let everybody pay the VAT. Once you and check the system, create a system. C. Allen is a brilliant fellow. Like C. Allen implemented a system in Inland Revenue or advise the people in the IT department how they could put a system there that monitors every sale so the government your tax will go up. The government may be only getting maybe, in my humble opinion, maybe about 30%, 35% of the actual VAT. Because plenty of foreign companies ain't paying. I don't think, in my humble opinion, based on my memory, Palm Island no pay tax. And maybe that's a part of their agreement, like a VAT. Maybe that's a part of their agreement. Change all them agreement, put in the constitution where everybody will pay what? 10%. Everything you sell, 10%, the government get. And that's got to put some stricter financial restrictions so that the money don't, because you increase more collection, you increase more spending. No. Listen, create a plan, a financial plan, so that the Bahamian people, we can move to a time where the government will have to increase tax, the government will be increasing tax. We need a model where politicians come to the assembly, or politicians who run for election, have a plan showing where in 1 year the tax will drop 0.5% or 1% or 2%, and 5 years time from 10% and then down to 2% or down to 5% or down to 3%. We got to start doing some things. We don't have to continuously be taxing ourselves out of this country to debt. It appears that, man, the more they collect, the more they go increase. That's how it appears. But we need a different strategy in this country. Ivan Francis, where the various way? He's supposed to be here, sitting in front of me. You call me today. What happened? Well, you break down, you ain't call me, you only send a text to the phone saying the problem, you're almost an half hour into the show and you ain't reach yet. But we'll continue. In the papers are saying that the government has tabled the income tax bill, tabled in the House of. They're supposed to do this a long time. It's time for the poor black people in this country to stop carrying the burden of the taxes in this country. The rich ain't paying their fair share, not in this country. And I must tell you that. Plenty of the yachts pull up to the house in Live Key and Old Fort Bay and Coral Harbor. People who houses on the canal and sea breeze. And they what come and say pull up there and they call customer glad. So the government ain't getting the full amount of taxes that's owed to them, that is supposed to be paid to them as a result. And Simon Wilson, them doing a good job. I mean, they trying their best. They gotta keep on adjusting. And those are the Inland Revenue. They're working hard, trying to keep the government running, because the government have the biggest amount of staff. Some 20,000, and you have to find money to pay them. And every month, plus we have $1 billion in payments of loan, over $1 billion in loan payments every month. Because remember now, we had a period in our history, and if you're living between 2018 and 2021, that means you passed through a time when the country didn't have one ship in the harbor, didn't have one plane on the airport other than the plane was bringing the people for them with their dog. Not one plane on the airport bringing tourists. Bay Street was a ghost town. I ride over and over, take picture of it, did a video of every shop being closed. Not one person on Bay Street, not even the Joneses on Bay Street. No rat running around, there was no food around for them to run around. Bay Street was a ghost town. And I witnessed that myself, and I documented to show you that if you live between 2018 and 2021, you live in a time when the country's at a standstill financially, touristically, and the only thing the F&M government had to do is borrow money and use the money with the Great Lakes, the Lyndon Oscar Penland, and those great men formulated through national insurance. They even go on behind and secretly and sell all them good stocks from McCormick, Spices, McCormick, Apple, Facebook, all your stocks and all kind of different companies and them big companies. And after them sell all them. But the PLB wouldn't come and tell the people who buy them. Don't just tell me they're for them sell them. Tell me who buy them when they're for them sell them. Right? If the PLB and the FNM ain't one, then tell the people who buy them. Tell the people who buy them and tell the people who they were sold for. Because that wasn't their personal loan, you know. The stocks wasn't the former FNM cabinet ministers and former prime minister of FNM. That wasn't their personal loan. That was the Bahamian people's stocks. Based on my understanding. Why the stock, how much the stock was sold to, for, and how much the stock was sold to. Why? I know I haven't been no secret. You think some of them buy him? You think some of them buy him while the FNM is in power? You never know. Because they don't want to tell the people who buy them and how much they were sold for. There have to be no secret, bro. You want to tell us they sell them, so why you want to tell us who buy them? Maybe we should know. So that's one of my Christmas wish. That the Bahamian people find out exactly who buy all the stocks that were sold. And they buy them for the market value. Did they buy them at market value? That's one of my Christmas wish for the new year. And I will ask these questions again next year. If I God be God willing, I'll be on the air. How much they sold the stocks for? And who bought them? Right? You know why there's foreign companies, you know. You don't have to call the personal name. That's called the company name. Tell the people that. Tell the people who bought them. I know Honorable, I think it's Keith Bell, who was glad that I was the information to the people. But then stopped short and tell them, they're like, this is a joke. No, go the whole way and tell me who buy them and how much they buy them for. Then they buy them at market value. And many things happen in this country. I noticed on Long Wharf, payments are taking heed to some things I said last year about trying to be creative and do some things on their own. Many places are now renting umbrellas. They're renting umbrellas on Long Wharf. They're renting chairs, lawn chairs for the tourists. It's just that we need a proper system down there of cleaning the beach. I may have to adopt that. If I don't see nothing happen between now and the end of the month, in October, I'm gonna write a letter to parks and beaches to what a guy named inside Yellow Elder.
Michael Bonamy.
Huh?
Michael Bonamy.
Michael Bonamy. I'm gonna write him a letter, and I'm gonna write a letter requesting if they could give me the job or just allow me permission to put two of my workers from Bahamas Landscaping and Garbage Collection to be able to do like once a month, every morning, clean the beach. Because plenty of tourists now it's been never before I see all the tourists on this beach right there. Not all the time. Every day ships an hour. They traverse that same beach right there, Long Wharf. Look like they having a good, someone doing a good job down there by the beach where, after you pass Hilton Hotel. But the beach from where the walls stop, go to Awaki, right along the long seaweed and trash on the beach. Someone, you know, I end of the month, I can try to do a letter and have it ready for Monday. And if they don't respond, I can start cleaning the beach. I can take it upon myself and start to clean up the beach. And try so I can, because you know, the walkway has been broken off from because I've been bad where I come. The heavy waves come up and break up because if you don't carry the concrete down deep enough, after a while, if the sea pull the sand from under it, and then just leave the concrete hanging, and after a while it's cracked. But I have a proper plan that I can solve that particular problem at no cost to the government initially, no risk and no cost to the government initially. But then once they see it's proper and it's work, they get paid. Like, plenty of tourists come there, and some of them don't even go no further than that. They just go there and they just love that clean water right there, that clean beach right there. So, it look very bad. I see, I watched this tourist spin an ankle. It didn't broke, look, it just swell. It didn't turn people walking on that same area right there because the broad walk, concrete boardwalk are really cracked and broke. So maybe she was a notice, and when she spun her ankle, you had plenty of other tourists looking at the ankle. It was swell. And in the Bahamas, by tourism being our number one industry, we shouldn't be. Simple things like that could be easy fix, man. These simple things to fix. So I'm going to write a letter and have it delivered Monday coming to Michael Bonamy and see if some action can happen. Because he seems to be one of the most productive and active member of parliament today. And the PLB and the FNM. That's it, Michael Bonamy. Mark my word. Mark my word. He seems to be, I watching him, they're very productive, and he working down inside Yellow. The PLB can count, that's the first seat they can count. I might tell you that. But if Michael Bonamy is given a nomination for Yellow as an incumbent, they can count as the first seat. That's the first seat. He down there working, son. He trying to help everybody in the I don't know, DNAs, PLPs, and FNMs. I laugh and all. I tell you, one fellow I see with him, he was one of the biggest FNM. I can't call his name, but he's one of the biggest FNM ever. And he with Michael now, down inside Yellow. That's how much he trying to help everybody. Trust me. Now he proven to be a hard-working member of parliament. He shocked me. Because he'll tell you that I said that he'd get beat down inside Yellow by Honorable Marvin Dames. But I political eyes looking, ain't good. I voted DNA in 2012. And bicycle got more seat than us. Bicycle only get one seat. A bicycle had about more seat than us. So, my political eyes were looking at politics was different. Because I said that I predicted that Michael Bonamy would be the first seat there, PLB law. He turned out to be the best candidate. Today. Now, some things may change as time go on. But remember, I tell you now, Michael Bonamy, remember that name. He's doing a great job. I must salute him. I must salute him because some things I'm hearing on the ground in reference to him inside Yellow. He's doing a great he's doing a great job. Now, take a first commercial break. This is Primetime and Independent. My name is Marlon Owen Johnson. I guess supposed to be up right now. Showtime, Aaron Francis. I'll give him a call when we go to the break and see what his problem is. I'll update you when I come back after the break.
Cancer. It's a word no one wants to hear. But at Cancer Treatment Centers of America, we hear it every day. It's a word we've dedicated our lives to overcoming by changing the way patients are treated. And now we're part of City of Hope, which is one of the nation's top 10 cancer hospitals. Together, we'll combine leading-edge clinical research with precision cancer treatment, so we can be there when you need us most. So when you hear the word cancer, there's another word that should come to mind. Hope. Call now.
You've dreamt it. You've worked hard for it. And now you've got it. You deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor and know that you're covered in case of a disaster, like an unexpected fire or a vehicular collision. At Magic Insurances, we focus on settling your claims quickly and fairly so you can get back to enjoying your life. Magic Insurances. Fast, fair, and always there.
Independent. My name is Marlon Owen Johnson. Listen, are we taking full advantage of the financial stability that this country offers? I think, and I'll read something that, or I'll make a quote. I'll quote something from a editorial from one of the, I think, the Glean in one of the Caribbean countries, the Glean, Jamaica Glean, or Barbadian Glean, or something like that. They write a story stating that the amount of incentives that foreign companies get, right, to do business in the Bahamas. They ask the question, does Bahamians get that same privilege an opportunity? And the answer is no. I will answer it. No. When foreigners come to the Bahamas, it appears that it's always a red carpet always done because so much incentives and concessions and encouragement is given to foreigners to start business, right? How is it that why we don't have faith in Bahamians? Is that Bahamians are too crooked, or Bahamians are unable, uneducated, incapable? Why we so love foreigners? Why we so hungo? Not we as a ordinary citizen, but we as a general, we in general as people, so love foreigners, believe, and we trust these people. You don't know, have no record on these people. We just play, and you go back. It shows where Bahamians always be the one to get thrown in the bag, thrown under the bus. Remember a business closed down on Bay Street. A foreign name business ran by some Bahamian owners, I think. And they closed up, and people ain't know, the staff didn't come, they meet the place closed that morning. That's it. No question asked, no. Bahamians just leave all in the bag. We had the guy who started Cable Bombers. He was given $6 million investment from 3 other corporations. 2 from Batelco, 2 from BEC, 2 from National Insurance. Then he was allowed to go on the local stock market and raise some $30 million. How much Bahamians tonight could say Johnson, or could say, I was given that same opportunity, that's like I might have this business, you only had to call your business name. But I was given that opportunity, just like the foreigner, under which United States administration, you feel that you don't want to expose them. How is it that Bahamians can't be given? Why we have so less faith and trust and our own? Because we ain't got nowhere to go, If the business fail, we still here. The business prosper, we still here. We ain't got nowhere to go. Why we don't have faith in other people, other Bahamians? I see, that sometimes, places say, oh, but they bringing some of them don't bring no money. They don't bring no money, because I could give you stories and stories where they're allowing them to raise money. Why are they allowing them to raise money to do the Prince George job? We give them Prince George job. There for them the free national movement. With that worthless idea and worthless mindset, gave the company, the holding company in India, global holding, they gave them the opportunity to make money off the Bahamian people. Because Prince George Dock is owned by the Bahamian people and Bahamas government. You know who built Prince George Dock? Balfour Beatty in the 80s, early 80s. When Sir Lyndon Oscar Pilgrim was Prime Minister, Balfour Beatty built that. Right? And for them to put on an extension where they put down some steel pile, pour some concrete in it, we had to give them 50%, 51%, or 49% of the drop. Just for them to put down some pile and extend so the rope could tie out further and allow 2 ships instead of 1. We had to give them 50%. I don't understand who's been doing the thinking. I know foreigners is coming and laugh. They must have to be advised by some lawyers, some of these big firms, right? Tell them, man, these people, man, they don't know what they're doing. Right? They only want, what they want to do is find some jobs for black people. Right? They only want to find some jobs for them. So they give you everything. They give you billions of dollars by the crown land to find some job for maids, low paying jobs for $250, $250 a week for them. Right? Something got to be wrong with the psyche of the black people in general. Got to be. Because why would I give the I group? Why would I give the I group 10,000 acres of land? Allow them to sell 50% of the land to go to them when they ain't pay for it. Why? Why would I give Kapoor all that land in Bimini? Right? Now he's suing the company, Genton, or he's suing the company Nadia, One World Resort or something like that. Right? Why would you give a company 10,000 acres? A crown land inside Iguana. And the best of the crown land over on the beach. Because they promise, right? They come in to build this and build that. Why you can't give a Bahamian that? Why you can't give Kristen Jones that? Tell us, listen, we're going to start you off with 10,000 acres. Not 10,000. We start you off with 500 acres. You're allowed to sell internationally and build homes. Raise money and build homes. And why they can't do that? Why it's so hard to have faith and trust in a Bahamian? Well, I mean, what foreigners, is foreigners, because foreigners are what, secretive? And they be getting something done, so you charity thing and talk. What it is? What it is that Bahamians can't be given the same opportunity that foreigner could be given. What it is in this country that a foreigner can do that a Bahamian can do? Because you can't even know voting. Because in 20, remember the thing with the old saying was counted again? Jamaicans was voting down inside Panama. How Jamaicans get voting down in Panama? How? So if Jamaicans is voting, that means he only be him in this country to vote. But the only thing in this country the can do is vote. Foreigners can come in with a driver's license, go to the casino and gamble. Bahamians gotta apply. Bahamians gotta apply to the Minister of Tourism. What kind of nonsense that is? I mean, in 2024, we still living in a society where we little children. We gotta go. You wait for your money. And you got to go write a letter to the Minister of Tourism to allow you to participate in activities that foreigners come on a driver's license and can participate in. Americans be inside Hard Rock Cafe. Right? You're like playing yours American, full American, American do. Americans be in Hard Rock Cafe gambling. Americans. Foreigners be in Hard Rock Cafe gambling. So why payments can't gamble? You must believe it could be a run on, they must gotta believe it could be a run on Bahamians trying to go to the casino to win it. No, sir. The same set of people, who gambling go always gamble if they want to. And they can stop when they want to stop. That's what I believe. Right? And them years gone when the Great Lakes Linden Building was running the country. And he had a meeting with the spiritual leaders. And he said that they were talking about introducing gambling to the Bahamas. And the pastors from the meeting said that we don't agree with gambling. And the Great Lakes, the Linden Building, being a wise man, he said, I expect you not to agree. I expect that. If you said you would agree, it would be insulting to me. You're not supposed to agree if you was a pastor. You know, and gambling was implemented. It helped the country. It gave plenty of Bahamians jobs, plenty of places buy their homes, send their children to school. It benefited us. And you might understand then because the Great Lakes and Independent and his crew of men, Aloftus Roker, Arthur Ehan, and all those great Captain Francis, them, you would understand them at that particular time, but no, a temporary ban on Bahamians going to the casino because, you know, there's pound and shilling thing at that time. And people, you know, Bahamians ain't had much. You didn't want to go there and lose the little they had. But now, there's a different age, man. There's a computer age. Bahamians are more wiser. I'll give you an example. I got a son who's 6. And I never once had to show him how to download the games. Never. I was like, he just play with it till he will get it. And he download the game, he be on YouTube, and he's 6 years old. It's a different age, man. It's a different time in this society where things different. It's just totally different. You can't continue. See, one time ago you couldn't build a building more than 3-story high because you had to have an elevator if you can't hide that. Right? Elevators are invented. So you can build buildings more than 3-story high. Things change. The roads did change with being when you see the politicians coming around during the election next election cycle, maybe we need to get serious because see 5 years is a long time to sit back and take blows. It's a very long time to sit back and take blows. Trust me. See, we can't love another person more than we love ourselves. Right? We can't get caught up in the hype Why would you be happy to send people to Parliament who you really know how they get to represent? They don't live around you. They don't live around you. They never robbing out somebody saying, if a foreigner can get it, a baby can get it. Why they don't pass a law or call a referendum in the Constitution, pass an amendment and put an article in the Constitution where nothing in this country or next person can get, but another person can't get. Or a foreigner could get, even just put it as a foreigner could get, and next person can't get. How is it that foreigners could get $30 million in IPO, dollar IPO? They was oversubscribed. $6 million from the three of the quasi-government companies, Patelco, BEC, and National Insurance. I mean, I struggled for 35 years. This year I make 35 years. I wait. And I struggled for 25 years trying to build business. And never had opportunity to get $2 million from BEC, $2 million from Patelco, $2 million from National Insurance, or even allowed to raise dollar. Why? And I said, Bahamian, born Bahamian. Ain't got nowhere to go. Just travel and come back. How is it that a foreigner could get it? It got to be something to do with the mindset. How can a foreigner have 10,000 acres and make one, and people who live in make one and get 10,000 acres? Why do we as a people sit back and allow these people to continuously do these things to us? Something got to be wrong with us, and then we'll complain. We'll complain with the Chinese. When the Chinese are setting up a whole different stronghold in the Bahamas and every other country in the world, because they realize the Bahamians will sell their cell phone. You tell them, man, listen, can we come along? You can live in my house. I can serve outside. If you need me, just open the door and holler. That's what have to be happening. Every little business they're involved with. You don't have nothing that is off limits for Chinese. Nothing. And they implement this new way of business where they sell everything. They sell from shoes, socks, food, rum, medicine, everything in one building, under one roof. And you check that. They don't know how you Bahamians. You don't have to believe me. Go check it. Them black people you see, they don't Bahamian. Haitian. They don't like Bahamian. They don't like Bahamian. Same thing with Indians on Bay Street. They don't like Bahamians, man. See, you got to cock it how it is, man. We live in a lie in this country. And we, society is the problem. We is the problem. They ain't doing nothing that we allow them to do. That's why we don't pull together. We don't make a sacrifice of a day pay. We don't make a sacrifice of a week pay. We don't make a sacrifice because we live in paycheck to paycheck and we can't afford it. And they read us right. Like the former Prime Minister, right on Hubert Alexander Ingram said. When we protested on Bay Street, and they was giving away, the FNM, the Free National was giving away the most profitable cooperation this country has ever been. None has ever been more profitable than Patelco. And when they're giving away in our assembly, talking nonsense in our assembly, you know what the former Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Ingram said? You man, oh, there you go, there maybe with 400, 500 people. You know, cry, man. So let's continue as planned. And he was right. He read the name, he was right. There they protested, they grumbling and said, oh, they ain't right. How in front of right, but when time to stand up as a man. This man that would wear pants and belt. It make no sense. All them hiding behind the young woman, pushing the woman in the front to talk for them. But they try to be more woman than the woman in front of them. And we need a bad state. We need prayer ain't only change it, because faith without prayer without faith ain't nothing happen. So people need to do some things on their own. People need to do some things. People need to stand up and get mobilized. We don't have to have riot and break up the place. You don't have to have riot and burn down the shops, and you don't have to do that. You have a peaceful stand on issues that's force change. The next generation can inherit a failed country if we don't stand up now. Mark my word. Crime is bad. Why? I know, but they had killing during the pandemic when the FNM had law that when the FNM had rules and policies that you can't go outside, and they had crime, people getting killed. They couldn't even manage crime in the pandemic when the FNM was in power. They couldn't manage crime. They had a curfew when people get killed. We were getting killed during the curfew under the Free National Movement. Because why? They're so busy. They're so busy doing some things that they ain't supposed to be doing. They're busy allowing Albany to have parties in England, one side of the country shut down. Black people must stay in the house while the white people have party in Albany. When you put a curfew down, everyone's supposed to be locked down. On different sections. Look what they think this is. They're placing the port of your toilet, man. That's what happened. When you have different standards for different people, different, and listen, the black people in this country, it gotta be a case on you all. Gotta be. Because I sit here for just going on 14 years. I sit behind the mic. And I complain, but so they cut the internet on me over and over. Right? I come on, the news over 7. I come on 7:30. On 7:31, the internet is going on. I come off 9:02, the internet come back up. Ain't nobody see that's important. Why? It's a subtle thing that's being done. He was doing it for years. You know why they do it? They don't want the information to get to too much people. They want to limit as much as they possibly could. Because when you educate and empower people, you can't control them. And the type of mediocre system in this country that these politicians function off, is dependency. Keep them dependent on you. Keep them dependent when they send these bags, go shoot on the table, 1 pound of rice, one onion, 1 tuna. So it come to your bag. I don't do. Come for bag. That's what they want you all to do. Depend on them. You're so glad they go. Let me go get my bag. Can you buy? A bag would only have you cook for 1 day. That's not representation. These members of parliament collect $25,000 every 3 months. Every 3 months. They collect $25,000 for the consistency. And guess what? The Free Nation movement, the wicked mindset, put it directly on their account. And I'm like, the PLB ain't changing it. Huh? If I lie, they'll call and say, I lie. I lie on them. I'll never do that. One thing I'll never do is lie on the PLP, lie on the FNM, or lie on the DNA. Why? Because they benefit when you lie, because they create a distraction when they correct it. People don't trust you no more. That's why I tell the truth from start to finish. I don't want to buy. And it ain't because I weaken or I say exceptional fellow who talented and who ain't lazy. No, because that's not representation. You create an environment. Give me what the white man is getting. The white man is getting opportunities of $6 million to help them in their business. The white man is getting opportunity to go on the stock market and raise 30 million oversubscribed. The white man is getting 10,000 acres of crown land and allowing to sell it. The white man in Freeport, you remember the Ginn project in Freeport? They didn't sell it, but all that land. And up in the east end, around Bama, when he's supposed to be doing all the development. Development never start. And I think I hear majority of the land and sell, or all the land and sell. I mean, how are we allowed this to happen? And we as a people just sit by idly, and we do nothing. And then we complain. Now we in $13-14 billion in debt. And we believe, because all they have to do is say a statement, and we follow it. Our hands clean hands, and everybody happy, and and then we just stick it to them. They just stick it to us. We just go keep on paying tax. And see, you can't blame the government raise the tax. You can't. If you sit by and you allow successive government continuously make bad decisions, there's no penalty for them to pay. People believe, because we have a small mind thing and where we believe, and we vote them out, that's a penalty. That's no penalty. They carry the money when they go. They win. I just sit back and I just shake my head all the way. Members of parliament today ain't declared yet. Or they ain't come back on the radio and declare yet. They ain't declared yet. The law say by March 31st they're supposed to disclose. But why should they disclose? There's no penalty, no one dragging them before the court. No one embarrassing them and say, listen, you're locked up. Let's go. But a little fella, right? He do one little wrong or he run one light thing, man, they drag you to the room, they got you on the ground, laying down, they got you handcuffed with your hand behind your back. Right. But members of parliament can brag on the radio. I ain't disclosed yet. Right. When the law said they fail to do so by March 31st, is to be arrested. But that's the type of society we live in. That's the type of society we running. You are different rules for different people. This rule for you all black poor people. The white man, they definitely send a letter to Life Key, right? It's a letter to Life Key. Tell them, listen, man, you all need to start helping carry the burden of this tax in this country. The tax ain't only for the money we spend. The tax is the operation of this country, keep this country stable on the international market, keeping the dollar on par with the United States dollar, keeping the country financially stable, paying the police who protect you, paying the nurses, the doctors, paying the agencies that don't make money. They're going to have to tax to get it. You have 3 callers online? Sorry about that, producer. Right, David, anybody, nigga?
Mr. Johnson, how are you, sir?
I ain't doing as good as you sound on this radio. Good night. What's happening?
Well, I know that you are a man that is underground and you can see. But Mr. Johnson, yourself and I myself, we've been in the Bahamas a little while now, and we can see this was in New Bahamas. But I want to respond to the premise that you just raised about some of my friends have yet to declare. But I know you're a knowledgeable man. There's 2 principles I would like to raise to you. There is a serious clash between theory and common sense. 1. And the next principle that I would like to raise, that the tribalism spirit is still here in the Bahamas. And until we emancipate our mind from tribalism, we will not declare. Personally, yourself, I blame you. You're supposed to, a man of your knowledge, supposed to gather the truth. All of us follow you and go down to Parliament and demand that they declare. If they can get the small man for going to the pump to get water during the pandemic, they should also get the member of Parliament for not declaring and obeying the law. And if I'm wrong, you can please rebut me. But that's my position on that.
Yes, sir. I agree with you. I understand exactly what you said. Primetime in the better nigga. Primetime in the better nigga. Go ahead, caller. I want to go on. Primetime in the better nigga. I want to go on, do. All right. Listen. Dr. P. See, I winding down now. I must be honest. I know some people tell me, a couple people stop me. A fella stop me in the road. I on the bike to get there. But listen to me. What you talking about? You going where? I said, but you even know. I never hear your voice on the radio yet. You don't participate. You can't just sit down and listen to me, please. You gotta be a part of the conversation. You gotta put whatever you think makes sense. You might be short. Just say your part. Don't get personal. Don't say things that I don't have to prove off, and we could build this Bahamas, you know. Let me tell you something. And that's something with personally I experienced. A good friend of mine, Allen's in SPB Allen, right? I purchased a place on Wolf Road. And he said to me, listen, Marlon, my suggestion to you is put up 4 posts, put a roof on, and make some money. There's an open space for people to relax, and because it's a good camaraderie with defense force and police officers hang by my establishment. He said, yes, man, let's put it. And I said, no, man, I don't spend all this money for this property. I can try to put on wholesale, retail, and put a little thing on the side for them. As time run on, and I think about what he said, that's 4 years ago. August gonna make 4 years ago. I right back to that same idea. Put 4 posts up, put a shed over it, fix it nice, put 6 or 7 100-inch TV, and maybe come and watch every football game at the same time, and kung fritters, kung salad, and chili grill, whatever. And there's a cozy, quiet, cool environment, safe environment. But it's just longing for that because it's hardly you could find things where tourists could go, where Bahamians could go and enjoy themselves in a quiet of safe and comfortable environment. And I come here and I thought it was a bad idea because I spent so much money on to purchase the property on Wolf Road and Darling Lane, right? I come here the same idea, but I thought it was bad, it's the same idea I use it now. And now I see it. I see that vision with the eye, I see it myself. And I go in and I see I switch from the wholesale retail, I can still sell other products across the road for another property. But that particular idea, what I thought was so stupid, right? I thought it didn't make no sense. I mean, he telling me that I'm going to use the idea. What he tell me I must do. But that's how life is. Persons, we thinking the idea might make sense, or we don't want to say it, or we don't want to look stupid, or we don't want to sound stupid. When you really think about it, every idea it could be weak once it makes sense. Every idea, you tell me, decipher it, dissect it, and understand it, and a person will be able to appreciate what is what. Trust me, I learned that the hard way. I shouldn't do that from that 4 years ago. I'd be further ahead. I go back to the same idea. It's a good idea, but I never thought so at the time. And I said that to say this. We in this country need to wake up as a people. You know, I bring guests on for years, majority of the time, because I just feel that if you allow people to speak, some persons who have no other avenues to. But the internet now giving everybody avenue to speak, so I don't have to go down that road every night. I started to do single shows by myself to say some things, plenty things on my chest. And I see plenty things, I understand plenty things, I understand more things than other persons. I live, eat, sleep, and drink politics. I love politics. And I understand the process more than some others. I don't understand everything, but I understand some things that some other persons don't. And I watching some things right now, what's happening in this country. I ain't saying nothing, I ain't saying nothing because the middle class want you to speak for them. I ain't speaking for them, not me. I speaking for the ordinary people who go to the polls, right? Because the middle class don't participate in nothing in this country. You check it. How much persons you see who have master's degree, doctor degree, who have all these affluent persons with money, educated persons with all these doctor degree and stuff. How much of them participate in the conversation? Ain't much. Ain't much of them participate in the conversation. And it's a shame, and not only that, it's a disgrace in this country that the middle class has a very low percentage of very little participation. And they don't understand that the country can be strong and better if they participate in the conversation, participate in that dialogue and issues that they went to school and made a sacrifice to get knowledge of. And to be trained, professionally trained in that area. Ain't everybody have to go to, ain't everybody can afford to go to school. Ain't everybody have to go to school. And some people just learn by you talking, by you explaining some things, and finance and business and this, and it'll help some people. I tell you, it'll help some people. We just don't, I don't understand that we don't appreciate that. You ever call on the line again? Primetime in the bed, nigga.
Yes, I heard you talking about the economy and all of that. If you observe, there are very, very few countries that are governed by blacks who motivate blacks. When you look at it, black leaders seem to lean more towards slums and oppressing other blacks. They don't want blacks to be privileged. What the black leaders done worldwide? They oppress black people to keep them subservient and to keep good things from them. Anything good is only for a select few. There are very few countries, you look at the African countries, how the leaders down there live, and then you have people down in Africa dying, no water, no this, no that. So when you look at it, the problem is not the white man, it's the black oppressors who don't want to keep blacks or motivate them to a good standard of living. It's our own people who are oppressing us. But they tell you about the white man and slavery to keep you in a bind looking at the white man. But then they are wasting the white man because they know what the white man did. So it's just a big crop out with the black world leaders.
Thank you, God. I appreciate that, God. But I tell you this. When you see a black man, right, using the racist theory, and that's a distraction, bro. That's a distraction, eh? Let's remember that. You don't have to believe me, no. when they use it, they distracting you. They want you to take the eye of the hand. You get what I said just now? Remember I tell you, ready? When you see a black man using racist theory and rhetoric, right, to get you hype up and to cause you to hate the next human being, right, or next race or next color, that's a distraction, eh? Just think about it. They're distracting you, and so you can take your eye off the hand. You know what you with the hand doing. Now take a second commercial break. Let's prime down in the better nigga. My name is Marlon Owen Johnson, aka in the another color or the another two colors. Brandon! Ow! Brand down in the better nigga.
Hi,
Yes.
how are you tonight?
Alright, so far so good.
Listen, I heard you talking about, the middle class not being active participants, and you're actually right. And I think for the middle class, the only time we seem to be active participants in our democracy and masses is when it's time to vote, and even then. But I think for a lot of people, given the experiences of so many people that we know with victimization in the country, they sit small because they don't want to disrupt the status quo, and they don't want to be victims for having an opinion or having a perspective that may differ from that of the politicians or the people in power. And so we just sit back idly and let things happen. And I feel as though as long as it's not negatively impacting us directly, we just go with the flow. As long as I can pay my mortgage, as long as I can put my children through school, as long as I can go to work and do this and do that, and these things aren't being disrupted, we're okay. And when you look at a lot of the policies that we should expect our government to be advocating for on our behalf, how many of them really impact us to that point that we have to advocate, or do we even care enough? And I think that's where we are. We've become somewhat despondent. We've become indifferent because it's almost like this whole notion of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, yet expecting a different result. And I think, too, we almost take for granted a lot of the privileges and the benefits that we have, that we don't want to upset, again, the apple cart. Like, well, okay, I could do this. I could live in this middle-class neighborhood. I could drive this car. I could do this. I could do that, and I'm comfortable. So because I'm comfortable, I don't necessarily need to advocate. And in a lot of instances, advocacy comes from those people that are not comfortable with the situation. And for a lot of us, we've just been brainwashed into thinking that our way of life is what it is, and that we have all of these great things happening, but more can be happening for more people. And I just think that's where we are. We've become somewhat numb. And so the people with the PhDs and the masters and the CPAs and the CFAs and all these people that you say are learned people within our society, they're just in their own little bubbles and they're just existing. And as long as you're not taking bread out of their mouths or things are not being gravely disrupted, they're just going to continue business as usual.
Thank you, Cole. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that, Cole, man. That's the call of the year. I have to put it on my Facebook page or my show. That's the call of the year. That's a very good call, and it's an honest call, and it's a very honest call because I for years, I honestly try to get persons with that type of call to be a part of the dialogue. I don't want them to lose nothing. I don't want them to be victimized. And I'll fight for them. I will row for them on the radio. I will do everything I possibly can. See, I'm privileged, I live in 3rd Street, the Grove. Coconut Grove off Robinson Road. I live in the Grove. So I ain't scared. Maybe they say, you ain't scared because you ain't got nothing. And you may be right. I ain't got nothing. So that may be one of them who people may feel that I could talk, because plenty of places stop me on the side of the road. They stop in the food store, and I don't know how they know me. And they listen to me. They can tell me what I say, but then they don't be a part of the conversation. And it's so heartbreaking because you trying your best. I pay money to research, I have person to research me. I do research. I have person to get information, get facts, get laws, so I can be accurate. And number person, I'm telling you about the Lupac project that I talk about over the years, for the crown line and women can take advantage of properties and stuff. And they call me, they talk to me, but they don't want to talk on there. I don't understand what it is, why they victimize. When you can't wipe out victimization when the country's falling apart. When the dollar, the value. When the Bahamian dollar, if for some reason, the Bahamian dollar, the value, right? Because if your rating keep dropping, we got what, B plus now. We ain't no A plus in here, this and that. We got a B. You go down to C, then what? When your dollar value down to that. He only do the over the hill dollar with the value. And I keep on saying that. And I ain't saying that to scare them. I'm saying it because it's a fact. The dollar and a person in the middle class pocket will be the same value, the same dollar person in the grove. And I come from South Andres. I'm from Little Creek, South Andres. I grew up in Little Creek, South Andres. School in Andres, South Andres. And I am the Nassau. And Nassau's like United States, where the sky is the limit. The harder you work, the more you get. That's the motto I had. And I worked 2 jobs, went to college, went to university. I did mechanical engineering, I did navigation, I did law. But I look at life different, because the more people you have, the more people that you bring up to an understanding where they can help themselves, encourage them to see what you see. The country will be better. You'll have less crime, people will be able to understand the things more better. People wouldn't just get away by some rum and booze when election time. Remember Parliament. And call on next, you got next one online again? No. Okay. We'll take our second break, then we'll come back, I'll continue. Primetime, it's Primetime, and the better thing I want to say to one, we'll be right back after a few minutes after a commercial break. This is Marlon Johnson, aka Independent Thing, live, love and sound. Primetime, Independent Thing.
Cancer. It's a word no one wants to hear. But at Cancer Treatment Centers of America, we hear it every day. It's a word we've dedicated our lives to overcoming by changing the way patients are treated. And now we're part of City of Hope, which is one of the nation's top 10 cancer hospitals. Together, we'll combine leading-edge clinical research with precision cancer treatment, so we can be there when you need us most. So when you hear the word cancer, there's another word that should come to mind. Hope. Call now.
You've dreamt it. You've worked hard for it. And now you've got it. You deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor and know that you're covered in case of a disaster, like an unexpected fire or a vehicular collision. At Magic Insurances, we focus on settling your claims quickly and fairly so you can get back to enjoying your life. Magic Insurances. Fast, fair, and always there.
Hey, independent thinker. See, a call like that could cost me do another year. Trust me. I might go the whole year by just saying I could think about considering going for another year, maybe even going till election, till after election, right? I don't mind. So, see, that's a refresher course. Because sometimes I know persons that hear me because they can tell me everything I say, but they don't be a part of the conversation, right? I had a good friend of mine who's a judge. He had me hold up in Royal Bank for 2 hours talking, right? He can tell me everything I say, but I never hear a judge call. I never hear a lawyer call. If I don't bring a lawyer on, that's the only way I get a conversation with a lawyer. I mean, some of my friends, they come on, they talk about issues that, I had Moyo the Seal, I had Jara Mandra, I had Raymond come on every 3 months on my show. I had Molly on, I have Bean, Darren Bean. I have plenty of lawyers come on my show, but I got to bring them. Then, and see, and you look at the puzzle that runs a country, or the country that keep the country stable and function, and democracy thing is no different pieces, right? And why I say that because, I watch many laws that pass, and you don't hear no challenge from these lawyers. So, I mean, I have a law degree, right? But I'm not a lawyer. But the lawyers don't grab these legislation and run to the court with them. Very rare, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe in the last 50 years, maybe about 3 or 4 reach the court. They don't challenge these bad decisions that these politicians make. They don't challenge them. Why? Everybody just sitting there looking, waiting for something to drop on the table to them, while the foreigners having a ball. I mean, you go back to Ocean Key. The last lease they get under the Free National Movement, under the Free National Movement government led by the former Prime Minister Alexander Ingram, was 25 years lease. For they pay what? I think the limited information they allow you to get, I think it's $2,500 a month. Or $2,500 not a month. Sorry, $2,500 a year. Ocean Key now. Ocean Key off Bimini. What had all the Aragonite from the 1949? But Wallace Grove them time. Where they turned Aragonite from Ocean Key to the United States. The company bragged that they made some $15 billion in profit. You know, $15 billion in profit when the national debt in this country is $13 or $12 billion. They made more money than our national debt. Right? Now, Aragonite ain't value none no more. Right? And we still allow the foreigners them to blow dynamite inside Freeport. They creating them unstable, but Freeport is now becoming unstable. I don't mean the whole Grand Bahamas now is people complain that their house be shaking when they blasted dynamite them down there in the Freeport Harbor. And not one member of parliament is hollering. Not one member of parliament is crying when the little girl from off S.C. McPherson in the area there, come out there, will walk with the car, 5-year-old girl who's raped. Not one member of parliament hollering. Because why? They're too busy. They're too busy grabbing things and trying to earn things that they don't deserve. And that their ability and capabilities don't allow them to achieve on their own from hard work. That's what's happening in this country. And then they will come down and come here buy 1 onion, 1 tuna, right? 1 pound of rice, 1 pound of sugar. They gain you that. Come here buy, come to miss. I don't need no bag, man. I need opportunity. You need opportunity. People just need opportunity, man. We need to move this mediocre third world attitude mentality where we believe people must depend on you. Primetime independent finger.
Independent figure, you're live.
You're live. Go ahead, you're live. Go ahead.
Hey, friend, what's happening, buddy?
So far, so good.
Let me tell you something. These politicians, I believe they get off on when people ask them for things. I gotta do something like that with thrill out of that. When you have to ask a politician for something, a lot of them like this get a thrill. But they say, boy, see, I get a person begging me, have to ask me for a job, have to ask me for a couple of dollars. Like they get something of a feeling out of that. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Listen, caller, let me tell you what happened to me, personally. I stopped the former Prime Minister Alexander Ingram in 2000 when he was the Prime Minister. In 2000, I was at the age, 2000, I think I was at the age 23. Purchased a small barge in Washington, D.C., had it brought to Nassau, custom holded at Awaki for 2 years. Because I had to take all the money I had to buy it, I had it transported, now time to clear it, and the system, I didn't want no special favors, you know. I was only asking to benefit from an exemption that foreigners benefit from. So I stopped the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, right on Alexander Ingram on Policy Dock. And he pulled over, he's driving a green Honda Civic. He pulled over, and I spoke to him, I said, listen, Chief. I said, you don't know me. I said, my name is Marlon Johnson. I say, I'm from South Andrews, Little Creek. I said, but listen to me. I want your assistance, please, man. I said, about the barge I bought, I want to haul building materials to the keys. They don't play with the Exuma keys and the Abaco keys and the Berry Island keys. I want to start a little business hauling building materials from Nassau to the keys or from one key to the next. And I would like for your assistance, but the customers holding my badge at our key. Little small badge, only was 60 foot badge. I said, I need your assistance any which way the customer can help me. If they put me on a payment plan or whatever, I just need, because the badge is on the dry dock at our key and it's rotting. He said, put in writing, the former Prime Minister said, put in writing, and CC a copy to him, it's not to him, to Secretary Teresa Butler. Right? No problem, I did that, put in writing. He said, I will check it. I did that. 3 months later after that, a guy named Sherman Peters called me. He's called me to ask me some questions. He said, you Marlon Johnson? Yes, sir. He said, blah, blah, blah. I was ordered to investigate and see if there any way that the office of the Prime Minister can help you. I said, thank you, sir. I said, appreciate that. 3 months after. That's 2 years and 3 months now, they custom holding the bar at Awaki. So, another 3 months after that, He called me back. And he told me, he said, boy, listen, I dig every which way. I dig every which way trying to find if there's one way that you as a Bahamian could benefit, some exemption, to start your little business, to get, he say, boy, and I ain't find nothing. I said, what you mean you ain't find nothing? I said, man, Atlantis, I'm going to get $3 billion in concession.
Yeah.
And you know what he said to me? And he hang up, he said, you ain't so crazy now? And he hang up the phone. And I ain't all that against the Free National Movement, because I worked for them in 1997. But I ain't all that against the Free National Movement. And I ain't all that against the former Prime Minister. I love him dearly. But I'm just trying to show you the disadvantage that Bahamians in this country, continuously experience as a result of deliberately designed policies that foreigners in this country continually get. When Bahamians are they're not available to Bahamians. I tell you, the Glean newspaper, I think in Jamaica or Barbados, stated that there's nowhere else in the world where foreigners get all these incentives and concessions, right, and privileges. And like what's happening in the Bahamas for foreigners, that Bahamians are not allowed. And they sit by idly and does nothing.
Independent.
Yes, sir.
2 questions. 1, you ever got the badge?
I got the badge, but I got the badge after I built up enough money to pay for the custom duty.
Okay, number 2. You're talking with Sir Kushner and Bahama and them deals.
I'll tell you what I said that. I mentioned that. So
on the side of the road, selling, and the Bahamian them can't do it. You're going too far. You're going to be at Atlantis. Look at the people who are selling right on the side of the street on Compton Road and Jamaica Road and Bahamian. The people that come around the Bahamian them.
Yeah, and I tell you, listen.
Some of them is lower there by crossing the FRD. She gone.
Yeah, but that was a private property, and
well, I understand.
And if you were to find out, if the Bahamian people were to find out what happened with the millions of dollars of the treasury based on that property, and the owner of it back now, but the amount of money we paid as lease for that property, Bahamians will holler. Mark my word, eh? And I ain't gonna tell them because they need to go research. You're too lazy.
Listen to me, and it's now electric car lot or something.
That don't mean nothing because the owner of the property is back in possession of his property.
So that means
we paid millions of dollars for that. You see, and I can end there because if I go any further, they'll figure it out. Millions of dollars at least we paid. That's supposed to be the post office supposed to go there. Post office. The post office, millions of dollars. That's why we're in so much debt in this country. And the black people in this country can't stop paying debt, paying taxes. And the tax keep on going, you a gallon of gas so expensive because the amount of tax you have to pay back the money that is wasted in this country.
Boy,
mark my word. You got a building there on Thompson Boulevard that was supposed to cost some $5 or $6 million when it finished cost over $30 million. That was being funded by National Insurance. The building by Sandlands was supposed to cost some $9 or some million when it finished almost cost $30 million. No one is locked up, no one is charged, no one is talking before the court, nothing exposed. None is confiscated. And we continue to sit by idly. We sit by idly and do nothing.
But what about the road works with your Hubert Alexander Ingram?
Hold on. I said Johnson. Not my Hubert Alexander Ingram.
Your one.
Oh, I voted DNA in the last 2 elections.
But it sounds like y'all can get minutes. Sounds like y'all can get minutes for leader and Brown for deputy.
No. Hold on now. You got a little too far. Listen to me.
I tell you.
In 1997, I voted for the Free National Movement.
Yeah.
2002, I voted for Cynthia Mother Pratt.
Yeah.
2007, I voted for Cynthia Mother Pratt. 2012, I voted DNA. 2017, I voted DNA. 2021, I didn't vote.
But listen to me. I hear the Honorable Hubert Alexander Menace is coming as leader of the DA.
Yeah, but I think that rumor's only, that's the Ghetto News Network. I think that's only coming because Brown has made a statement that if the former Prime Minister, Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Menace, take over the FNM, he'll join the FNM back. But Brown, I don't think Brown would advise him to board of the third party because Brown was one of the most prominent third party leaders in this country history so far, with the most votes as a third party leader. And he abandoned after two times he run, he abandoned it. And so it appears, I don't think he's going to bother no third force no more.
The third party is good for people who are upset. But the third party can't go nowhere.
Well, I ain't going to listen to you. I ain't listening to you, bro. Because Because if you think
Would have done that.
if you think that the Bahamas only can serve PLB and F&M, that's not your business.
But the United States needs a Democrat.
Oh me, no sir, no sir, no sir. You all want that. See, that's the disadvantage that the poor people in this country can't. They need to get over.
The United States.
No sir, no sir. You go to England. Okay, what happened in England?
With what? The third party?
The third party is the government in England.
So they're the one.
What happening in France? What happening in France right now? The third party would never win before win.
Listen to me though.
Right? No. See, that's the old trick that the PLB and F&M put on the black people in this country. Talking about only PLB and F&M. Before the PLB and F&M, what was the parties in this country before PLB and F&M?
The UBP and the UBP and the free F&M.
No. You mix up, bro. You had the UBP, then you had the SDP was the opposition at one time. The F&M was in opposition. The SDP, sweep it clean, keep it clean. BDP.
That's your property. You're talking, they're too far for me.
The BDP was the opposition at one time, bro.
Who?
The BDP, sweep it clean, keep it clean.
DDP?
BDP, that Henry Boswick them was the opposition at one time.
Yeah. And they were more
So all I'm trying to show you is the free national movement and the PLB, the free national movement and the PLB wasn't always the two parties.
Listen to me, let me tell you this.
So that Miss Duma is that's nonsense, man.
Listen, hold on though.
In order for the poor people in this country to benefit this country, we got our third party.
Yeah, but listen to
We got to make one of them obsolete because it appears that they twin or they brothers. Listen to me. The PLB come out a couple months ago telling the people through a messenger, what is his name? It's Keith Bell. Say how the F&M sell all those profitable shares. They say how they value so much money today. And they wouldn't say who the F&M sell them to. They wouldn't say who buy them. They wouldn't say if they were sold on market share value. Why is the PLB protecting the F&M?
I don't know if they're attacking.
They protecting them. Why they don't want to tell the people the truth then?
I don't know how they.
Right, don't try that.
Let me show
Why would you try that with me?
Weakness of the third parties. Third parties could be. But let me show you the weakness. Hello?
I listen to you, bro.
Let me show you the weakness. Look at the COI. They need
No, don't use the CI. The CI, listen, the COI just come around, and I will not allow you to use it as no measuring stick. Because the CI never run no election, no major general election, and win nothing. So don't try that. No, they never win, but they never contest a major election, a general election.
But they contest a general election.
Not the COI?
Yes.
But general.
In 2021.
The COI run 31 candidates?
Yes.
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Lincoln being running fine with.
I never say they didn't run candidate. I said they contest the 39 candidates, seats.
About 20-something seats.
Right, they ain't contest no 39 constituencies, man, so stop it.
Over 30 seats, the COI.
Yeah, but they ain't contest no full general election. I said general election.
We're just going to 2021, man.
They did not contest no 39 seats.
How much seats they get there?
Was it with 20-something?
Yeah, but that's enough.
Yeah, but don't measure the COI, man. Don't measure the COI. The COI doing their thing. Lincoln Bean and Maria Jackson, they doing their thing. Let them, God bless them, let them do their thing. And I don't use them to mark no banner for the third force. The third force of this country is coming. With you, without you, we got to do something to save this country from the direction it headed. I would use it.
Think about the COI and the day they joining up.
No, the CNN, no. You don't need to join nobody. If you love the Bahamas, if you was a man of goodwill, if you was a man who's prepared to study, take time, discipline yourself, prepare a plan for this country to bring to the people, for them to have a input and creating a 50, a 25, a 10-year plan, a 5-year plan, then something happened. What in this country working properly? Name one thing in this country that's functioning right.
The people.
Man, you clowning, man. You laughing and clowning. Ain't no time to clown, man. It's a serious time, man. People suffering in this country. People hating in this country. People tired. People fed up. People problems got problems. And you want your clowning. I'm serious, man. Listen to me. And I understand you cracking a joke. Listen to me. Listen, we need to wake up in this country. You know, I can take some of the blame for not getting the energy started because we're supposed to start from 2000. Not from 2000, no, to 2020. 2020, make correction, 2020. But the pandemic, that was right in the middle of the pandemic, and people couldn't listen to politics then. People wasn't even working. There was so much fear in the country. You went with the mortgage, the bank take plenty of people things, the banks, the foreign banks who collect all the profit over the years. They plenty people, businesses, homes and stuff like that, development and stuff. So people don't want with no stability of politics. People just was trying to survive. The survival mode was in. So what I'm saying is, I suppose as out of movement, the BBM, Bahamas Brothers Movement, we had to put on hold and shelf it. We had to struggle. Let me tell you how the politics in this country go. We're just trying to get a non-profit organization movement in this country. And I'm listening. And I'm listening to Glenn Martinez. And we had to struggle to get that approved. A non-profit organization, maybe we making no money, we can make no money. Just volunteering time and help the constituents and inside English. Like keeping the park clean, keeping all the walls painted, all the things that helping old people or the elderly people in the constituency of Anglican, repair the roofs, back to school jamborees with books and bags and stuff like that, offering help after school classes. We had some 27 men who was a part of the organization who was trying to offer some assistance to this program that I had started with them. Bahamas, the city name, Bahamas Brotherhood Movement. You go check it by the registry. The lawyer, Primetime and Co. I did my legal work and get it started out for us. 7 years we had taken to get it straight. No hindrance. They tried to prevent us from getting this. And the guys didn't give up. Because they said, we got to fight to get a non-profit organization up and running. In the Bahamas, in 2020, it was, at the time we were doing this, 2018 or something. And we couldn't get it going. They prevent us and they obstacle, they take so long before they get the Attorney General for us to get approval and all kind of nonsense, man. But we did get to do what, but all the guys some didn't give up, right? A non-profit organization to help people, and we was only trying to offer some assistance to the Anglican community. That was the first community that we had chosen to have tournaments and stuff like that in that area. And we was given hassle and obstacles, red tape, and blockage for a non-profit organization. That's the kind of country we're living in. Because they realize if you start to empower people, in this country, then it's a problem. Their lousy representation in this country will be exposed. They need you to be dependent on them. You gotta be calling them and coming to begging them to do simple things that should be able to function automatically in the government system. They need you to be dependent on them because that's how they function. They believe by coming to funerals is representation. Hold up your baby is representation, right? Talking nonsense and listen. The systems in this country, next week, I want some people to call in and tell me what function in this country running properly. What function in this country running properly? From 1992, from the former Prime Minister Right Honorable Hubert Alexander, what they leave fixed? What the former Prime Minister Perry Garfield could see them leave fixed in this country? Other than foreigners have all kind of on crown land they allowed to sell. What happened in this country? Why? Why be even seeing getting the opportunity like foreigners? Why? When will it change in this country? How much more they want? How much more they should get? And the question is why? And I'll ask the question, why are we living in a sunny country by shady people? Are we? Why are we living a lie in this country? Why? Why we can't just tell the truth, be honest, and live to the standard that we are obligated to, and be citizens, countrymen. Tonight our show is sponsored, our partner sponsor, City of Hope. That's the former Cancer Society of America. That's our partner sponsor. Global Insurance, a Staying Crew, Sandy Port, for all the insurance you need, marine, life insurance, health insurance, motor insurance, boat insurance, plane insurance, train insurance, whatever insurance you need, residential, commercial, industrial. Listen, whatever insurance you need, give it to the experts. Let them help you. Staying Crew, Sandy Port, 601-006-601. 0006. Rasta Grains and things on our street. Something healthy this weekend. If you just want something healthy to drink, you have some juices that are made from natural fruits, passion fruit, canap, grape that you pick, not them grape that they sell in the food store and no seed. The grape that they pick off the tree, the sea grape. You get sea grape juice, you could get okra juice, you could get painted punch, sorrel. Listen, that painted punch off the chain. 7-man strength. These man who trying to make baby. 7-man strength. You get sea moss. Sea moss is one of the richest plant in the history of mankind. Some 102 or 108 minerals and vitamins. Sea moss. He makes that also. That's Rasta Grains and things on Nassau Street. Right before you reach Bamboo Shack, look on the left, you see the line of June on the door. Go and pay him a visit. Your Vinton Barber Shop on Enfield Road, right opposite the corner, opposite Magistrate Court. Green and white building opposite the graveyard. Go and get a perfect cut. Tell me where it is out on Primetime with Independent Thinker. Judy's Bread Shop, East Street. You could follow the scent to the bakery. You see the line by the window. As she knocked the bread out the pot directly in the yard. Freshly baked bread. No bread that traveled on the ship for weeks and months and don't know when it was baked. Known artificial chemicals trying to keep it looking fresh, tasting fresh. There's a freshly baked. Need right then. As she bake them, you could get them. Judy's Bread Shop on East Street. And don't forget, the right fit is coming this November. Darling Lane and Wolf Road. The perfect fit. The right fit of Wolf Road. In the area there of Stephen Dillett. That's the right fit. Don't forget, I'll give you some more information as time go on before I end the show for the year on the right fit. Guaranteed. This is Primetime with Independent. Tonight my guest is supposed to be